The speed of artificial intelligence. It is truly breathtaking, unprecedented in human history, perhaps. Those futuristic dreams of sentient machines, they are no longer just dreams. AI is here. It is now. It is all around us. It whispers through our smart devices. It paints our digital canvases. It even assists our doctors, peering into the human body. This is not merely another invention, another simple tool. We must think bigger. It is a technological tidal wave, a force of nature of our own making, reshaping our world, our societies, our very lives, minute by minute. Are we as a species truly prepared for what is unfolding? Amidst this whirlwind of innovation, something essential risks being forgotten. We risk losing touch with what makes us uniquely human. AI can augment our cognition, but it cannot replace our inner worlds. Our consciousness remains a sacred internal territory. We must create space for critical reflection and self-awareness. The goal is not to reject technology, but to engage with it consciously, to return to what makes us human in the first place. By the year 2025, artificial intelligence is no longer a distant shimmer on the horizon. It has arrived. Conclusively, irrevocably. AI has woven itself deeply into the very fabric of our daily existence. What once felt like speculation, confined to research labs and science fiction, is now routine. Machine learning, natural language processing, the creation of deepfakes. These are no longer novelties, but standard features of our digital landscape. This intricate network of algorithms now underpins so much. It's a quiet revolution, unfolding with astonishing speed, a fundamental shift in the infrastructure of modern life. Are we truly grasping the scale of this transformation? Consider the large language models, or LLMs, that have captured global attention. Names like ChatGPT and Claude are now familiar conversational partners for millions. These systems demonstrate an increasing, almost startling capability with human language. They synthesize text, answer complex queries, and even generate creative prose. They can summarize vast documents in moments, draft emails, write code. Their fluency is remarkable, their knowledge base seemingly boundless, drawn from the digital ocean. They learn, they adapt, they improve with each interaction. This power, this linguistic dexterity, was almost unimaginable just a few short years ago. A new form of intelligence, or perhaps a new form of mimicry, has emerged. And it is reshaping how we communicate, how we learn, how we create. Then there are the powerful image and video generation tools. Midjourney, Sora. These AI systems conjure visuals from simple text prompts, entire worlds. They create art that is breathtaking, sometimes unsettling, often indistinguishable from human craft. Photorealistic images, fantastical scenes, styles that replicate famous artists. And now, moving pictures, videos generated from mere descriptions, complex scenes unfolding, characters interacting, all born from algorithmic imagination. The ability to synthesize visual reality itself is now at our fingertips. This capability to create content that feels so intensely human is profound. It challenges our notions of authorship, of creativity, of authenticity. What does it mean when a machine can dream up images we thought only humans could? The speed at which these tools have become commonplace is almost dizzying. This rapid integration, this settling into new norms, has an interesting effect. We adapt so quickly, don't we? What was astonishing yesterday becomes today's expectation, tomorrow's mundane utility. AI synthesizes language with such ease, replicates visual styles with such precision. It can even emulate human affect, the subtle cues of emotion, with growing sophistication. The practical challenge, then, becomes increasingly acute for everyone. How do we distinguish between what is genuinely human and what is artificially generated? This question now permeates our online experiences, a constant subtle hum. The lines are not just blurring. In some cases, they seem to be vanishing altogether. Artificial intelligence is not just a tool for abstract creation or information retrieval. It is rapidly becoming an indispensable co-pilot in numerous professional fields. Its influence stretches from the deeply personal to the broadly societal. This expansion into our daily pursuits, our work, our well-being is relentless. AI systems are now tasked with managing workflows, augmenting human skill, even making decisions. They are designed to enhance efficiency, to process data at inhuman speeds. Consider the sheer breadth of its application across different sectors, from healthcare to education, from business operations to personal assistance. AI is no longer just an assistant, it is an active participant, a digital collaborator shaping outcomes in ways we are only beginning to understand. Take, for example, the therapeutic realm, a space once considered uniquely human. AI is now being employed to deliver scripted interventions for mental health. It provides psychoeducational content, offering information and guidance. Some systems even conduct simulated therapy sessions, engaging users in dialogue. The aim is often to increase access, to provide support where human therapists are scarce. But what does it mean to receive empathy from an algorithm? Can a machine truly understand the nuances of human suffering, of joy, of healing? These are not simple questions. They touch the core of what it means to connect. The potential benefits are clear, yet the deeper implications require careful thought. We must weigh convenience and scale against the irreplaceable value of human presence. In the world of education, the landscape is also undergoing a significant metamorphosis. Intelligent tutoring systems adapt to individual student learning paces and styles. They offer personalized feedback, identify knowledge gaps, and guide students through complex subjects. AI writing assistants help to draft essays, check grammar, and even suggest stylistic improvements. These tools are reshaping how students interact with information, how they learn and demonstrate understanding. The promise is one of democratized access and tailored educational experiences. But what happens to the development of critical thinking, of original thought? If AI smooths every intellectual struggle, do we risk losing the ability to grapple with difficulty? The classroom of the future will undoubtedly feature AI. Our challenge is to ensure it serves true learning, not just superficial task completion. And what of the bustling world of business and commerce? Here, AI's impact is transformative. AI systems manage complex workflows, optimizing processes for maximum efficiency. They draft routine communications, freeing up human workers for other tasks. In recruitment, AI screens job applicants, filtering through thousands of resumes in seconds. It analyzes vast data sets, identifying market trends, consumer behavior, and financial risks. The scale of this data processing was previously unimaginable. Decisions are increasingly informed or even made by these intelligent systems. The pursuit of productivity and competitive advantage drives this rapid adoption. But as we integrate AI ever more deeply into our economic engines, new questions arise. Mirrors of mind, the human-like facade of AI. AI's proficiency in creation is striking. These systems generate content that feels human. Language flows naturally, art evokes emotion, music stirs the soul. AI mirrors our creativity, yet through a non-human lens. It steps into realms once considered exclusively human. The fluency of AI is remarkable, blurring lines between human and artificial. This blending of realities changes how we consume and participate in culture. AI mirrors human experience, forcing us to question our uniqueness. It's a moment for deep reflection on creativity, authenticity, and human connection. The algorithmic shadow surveillance bias and fading autonomy. AI advancements are impressive, but come with profound consequences. Surveillance technologies, supercharged by AI, monitor public and private spaces. This raises questions about privacy and autonomy. Are we trading our solitude for security? AI systems can unintentionally amplify biases. This is a fundamental challenge to fairness and equity. We must demand transparency and accountability, ensuring our tools reflect our values. The crisis of authenticity and depersonalization. Deepfakes and synthetic media create an urgent ethical crisis. Fabricated content erodes public trust and shared reality. Misinformation ecosystems are supercharged by generative AI. AI-generated interactions risk depersonalization and alienation. We must cherish authentic human connections and expressions. Navigating the moral labyrinth responsibility in the age of AI. The ethical crossroads presented by artificial intelligence are undeniably complex. There are no simple answers, no easy solutions to the dilemmas we now face. The These are deeply human problems, touching upon our values and societal structures. The path forward requires careful thought, broad consultation, and ethical principles. We must resist the allure of purely technological solutions to ethical questions. The future we build with AI will be shaped by the moral choices we make today. This is a shared responsibility extending to users, businesses, and governments. Let us navigate these complexities with foresight, courage, and respect for human dignity. The journey through the ethical maze of AI is challenging but essential for our future. The relentless advance, swallowed by the new normal. The sheer velocity of AI's integration into our daily lives is truly something to behold. It moves with a speed that leaves us breathless, almost stunned. What was once futuristic speculation is now an undeniable presence woven into our everyday. This acceleration is relentless. It does not pause for our contemplation. We are swept along by this current, a technological tide of immense power. New capabilities emerge, new applications are found, seemingly on a weekly basis. The pace of change itself has become a defining feature of this era, a constant, dizzying dance of innovation and adaptation. How do we keep our footing in such rapidly shifting sands? This rapid, almost forceful integration has led to a fascinating human response. Some call it technological normalization, a swift settling into new realities. Norms that would have seemed utterly unimaginable just a few short years ago are now accepted, adopted, and assimilated with remarkable speed. The extraordinary capabilities of AI quickly lose their power to shock. They become instead expected components of our digital landscape. We adapt. Humans are incredibly adaptable creatures after all. But is this rapid acclimatization always a strength? Or does it sometimes prevent us from seeing the bigger picture? The subtle yet profound ways these tools are changing us from within. The most significant effect of this breakneck normalization is a creeping desensitization. We adapt so quickly, so completely to these powerful new tools that we often forget to pause. We forget to ask the deeper questions. How are they shaping our thoughts, our behaviors, our interactions in return? The initial awe and wonder can fade into a kind of passive acceptance. The digital magic becomes mundane, a utility taken for granted. This lack of sustained critical engagement is a subtle danger. We stop noticing the fundamental shifts occurring beneath the surface. The profound ways our relationship with information, with creativity, with each other, is being altered. The new normal quietly, almost invisibly, remakes our world. And so, the nature of our inquiry often shifts, or its timing becomes tragically delayed. Instead of asking, why are we using AI for this specific purpose? From the outset, we are often caught in the initial wonder, look, can AI really do this amazing thing? The capacity question precedes the ethical or existential one. By the time we begin to ponder the why, the technology is already deeply embedded. Its roots spread wide and far through our systems, our habits, our expectations. The momentum of adoption can easily outpace our collective reflection. This lag between implementation and understanding is a critical vulnerability. We are reacting to changes already set in motion, rather than shaping them with foresight. The power to choose wisely diminishes with each unexamined step forward. The seduction of ease, our thinking diminished. AI offers shortcuts, automates tasks, and provides instant information. This allure of effortless existence is deeply seductive, but this convenience carries a hidden cost, the erosion of our critical thinking. As we rely more on AI, our ability to think deeply and independently diminishes. The muscle of independent critical analysis can weaken if left unused. Artificial intelligence is not inherently dangerous. It is a tool, a powerful one, but its impact depends on our use. The real peril lies in unexamined, unintentional use. We risk drifting into a future we did not consciously choose. This lack of intention is where the true danger resides. Slowly, we may cede the traits that define our humanity. This is the silent surrender of the human spark. Artificial intelligence becomes ever more deeply integrated into our daily tasks. It offers succinct summaries, drafts our messages, even generates creative ideas. Yet this convenience comes with a hidden cost. A subtle corrosion of our mental agency, our capacity for self-directed thought. Over time, we may lose the habit and desire to think deeply ourselves. This trade-off, convenience for autonomy, is perilous. Preserving our mental agency requires conscious effort in an automated world. The burgeoning AI ecosystem is meticulously optimized for one primary attribute: speed. Tools like sophisticated language models excel at producing what we might call thinking shortcuts. They deliver quick, polished responses to our queries. This has immense utility in time-sensitive tasks. However, it fosters a dangerous precedent. We equate immediacy with understanding, speed with substance. The profound process of deep thought risks being substituted by instant gratification. As Nicholas Carr warned in The Shallows, our digital habits can rewire our brains. Skimming and grabbing quick answers conditions us for surface-level processing. This erodes our capacity for sustained focus and critical reasoning. AI can become the intellectual equivalent of fast food, convenient and palatable, but often lacking true nourishment for the mind. Our digital environments, turbocharged by algorithms, are saturated with noise. An endless barrage of feeds, updates, and alerts floods our attention. This constant stimulation is not synonymous with genuine connection. It often replaces it, creating an illusion of engagement. The more we scroll, the less we pause. This is not just cognitive overload, it's existential. Chronic overstimulation leads to emotional dysregulation. We must create space for contemplative pause. Reclaiming stillness is a necessity for self-preservation. In a world increasingly shaped by artificial intelligence, we must remember a fundamental truth. Not everything of value can be measured. The deepest human experiences, grief, awe, love, cannot be coded into algorithms. AI cannot truly feel or experience emotion. It cannot mourn, stand in awe, or feel heartbreak. True human connection and healing require presence and empathy. AI can mimic, but it cannot truly inhabit these states. Intelligence is often seen as purely cognitive, a product of logic and analysis. But our wisest decisions often come from the body's subtle intelligence. This gut sense, this deep feeling, is faster and more trustworthy. Intuition integrates vast non-conscious information into a felt sense of direction. Reclaiming our intuitive selves is a vital act of self-possession. Honor the intangible to protect what should never be automated. Artificial intelligence is indeed a remarkable human achievement. There can be no denying its profound capabilities. It mirrors back to us our intricate language. It reflects our complex patterns, even our creative sparks, with an astonishing, almost unsettling fluency. It stands as a powerful tool, an extension of our reach, and in many significant ways a reflection of our collective mind. But it is only that, a reflection, an echo. It is not and can never be a true substitute for the living, breathing, feeling experience of being human. In this current era of truly accelerated innovation, what we most urgently require is not necessarily faster technology, but rather a much deeper, more resonant awareness. We need to cultivate a new guiding ethic for these times, one that genuinely honors AI's undeniable strengths without foolishly surrendering our own precious human sovereignty. An ethic that guides us to use AI always with awareness, never, ever as a replacement for our own awareness. This is the fundamental choice that lies before us now, a choice between conscious engagement and passive acceptance. This means actively choosing profound presence over mindless autopilot. It means consciously resisting the ever-present urge, the urge to outsource what is uniquely ours alone to feel. What is ours alone to know, to discern, to experience. What is ours alone to become through our lived journey. We are not here on this earth merely to process information. We are here for something far deeper, far more meaningful. We are here to metabolize meaning from our experiences, to live in authentic relationship with ourselves and others, to weep, to love, to listen, to be truly changed by life. And so, this is your personal, heartfelt invitation. Not an invitation to wholly reject technology, nor to fearfully retreat from the unfolding future, but rather to consciously rebalance your relationship with it. To take a deliberate step back from the constant digital stream. To consciously turn your gaze inward, towards your own center. Unplug from the pervasive noise, even for brief moments, long enough to clearly hear the quiet signal of your own truth. Make intentional space for stillness, for deep reflection, for soul. This is the imperative of our digitally saturated age. This rebalancing requires a conscious, active reclaiming. Reclaim your innate contemplative edge, that sharp inner knowing, the unique inner matrix that artificial intelligence can never truly touch, that sacred internal landscape where your deepest self resides. It is here, in this quiet space, that true wisdom germinates. It is here that our most authentic values are forged and clarified. This inner sanctuary is your birthright, your untamed territory, a place of refuge, of clarity, of profound personal insight. AI can simulate thought, but it cannot simulate soul. Our soul remains beyond its grasp, forever uniquely ours. Because in the final, most crucial analysis, it is not our raw efficiency that ultimately defines us. Nor is it solely our measurable intelligence, however vast. These are qualities that machines may indeed emulate or even surpass, but they do not capture the essence of our human spirit. Our true defining characteristic lies in something far more subtle, something infinitely more profound, more deeply personal. It is found in the quiet spaces, in the deliberate pauses, in the moments we choose to step outside the relentless current. This is where our true humanity shines brightest. What truly defines us, what sets us apart. It is our unique, often underutilized capacity to pause, to interrupt the endless stream of stimulus and response. It is our profound, often overwhelming ability to truly feel, to experience the full spectrum of human emotion with depth. And it is our sacred power to choose our response, to choose our path, our values, our way of being. This space of choice, this power of conscious response, this is the bedrock of our freedom, our growth, our dignity. A power that must be cherished and actively exercised, and that capacity to pause, to feel, to choose, that intricate dance of awareness, emotion, and volition, is something no machine, however cleverly designed or complex, can ever, will ever, truly do. It remains the exclusive, precious domain of the human heart, the unconquerable soul, the enduring inner sanctuary. This is our strength. This is our hope. This is what we must reclaim and fiercely protect. In this age of artificial intelligence, and in all ages to come, our deepest humanity is our most profound truth.